Hi there, boys and girls. In today's math lesson, we're going to continue talking about our solid 3D figures, but today we're going to talk about sorting them based off of how they look. Let's go into our video. Our words to know:
turtle, cone, cylinder, sphere. Find the solid that rolls and has two flat surfaces.
So this is our main question for our video. We want to keep this in mind. We're looking for which one of these three solid figures has two flat surfaces but can also roll.
You will sort these solid figures to find out. First, which of these solid figures rolls?
So think about these shapes. Think about if they have curves or if they have flat surfaces or vertices, all words that we talked about in our last lesson. And thinking and looking at these shapes, which one of these figures, or more than one of these figures, do you think can roll? I want you to shout out your answer. Which one of these shapes, or more than one shape, can roll?
A cone, a cylinder, and sphere can roll.
So all three of these solid shapes are shapes that can roll.
These figures can roll because they have curved surfaces. The cylinder and sphere can roll in a straight line, but a cone rolls about its point.
So what that means is that the cone is a little bit different because it does have a vertex at the top. When you try and roll a cone, it's going to roll in a circle rather than rolling in a straight line like the cylinder and sphere can do.
Next, which of the figures that roll have flat surfaces?
Take a minute to think about these three shapes and look at them to find which ones have flat surfaces. Call out your answer.
A cone and a cylinder roll and have flat surfaces.
So looking at my mouse, we know that the flat surface is that flat part of the shape. So the cone has one flat surface, and we know a cylinder has a flat surface on both the top as well as the bottom.
Lastly, which figure that rolls has two flat surfaces?
Shout out your answer. Which one is the shape that has two flat surfaces?
A cylinder rolls and has two flat surfaces. So the cylinder is the solid that rolls and has two flat surfaces.
So that was our original question. We found that the solid shape it was trying to describe was the cylinder.
You have learned how to sort solid figures to find the one that rolls and has two flat surfaces.
All right, let's go into our practice problems to continue practice sorting solid figures. Our first question is already done for us, but let's take a look at it. It says to read the sorting rule, and then we're going to circle the figure that follows that rule. So number one says it has flat surfaces, but cannot roll. So looking at all three shapes in our video, we just said that a sphere, a cone, and a cylinder can roll. And our sorting rule says it has flat surfaces and cannot roll. So the only one that would be is what's circled here, the cube. Number two, I'm looking for the solid figure that can roll, but no flat surfaces. So let's keep that in mind. Can roll, let's start there. Can a cone roll? Yes. Can a cube roll? No. Can a sphere roll? Yes. And can a cylinder roll? Yes. All right, so now let's look at our second rule. It says no flat surfaces. So looking at the three that are left, which one has no flat surfaces? Well, a cone has a flat surface and a cylinder has a flat surface, so our answer is sphere. Number three has one vertex and one flat surface. Let's start with the first rule. Let's find the shape that has one vertex. A cone has one vertex. We know that a cube has 8 vertices. A cylinder does not have a vertex, and a sphere does not have a vertex. So let's make sure that it could be the cone. Does a cone have one vertex? Yes. Does a cone have one flat surface? Yes. So my answer is cone. Number 4, looking for the solid shape that has no vertices. So no part of the shape is coming to those corner points. No vertices, as well as 2 flat surfaces. So let's start with no vertices. Does a rectangular prism have vertices? Yes, so it can't be that one. Does a cube have vertices? Yes, it does, so it can't be that one. Does a sphere have vertices? No, it does not. Does a cylinder have vertices? No, it does not. So right now it could be one of these two. Let's look at the next clue. It says 2 flat surfaces. Does a sphere have 2 flat surfaces? No, it does not. Does a cylinder have 2 flat surfaces? Yes, it does, and a cylinder is our answer. Next one, we're going to do a couple more problems. Looking for the solid figure that has 2 flat surfaces. That's it. Just 2 flat surfaces is our only clue. Does a cube have only 2 flat surfaces? No, it does not. Does a sphere have 2 flat surfaces? No, it does not. Does a cone have 2 flat surfaces? No, it only has 1. How about a cylinder? Does a cylinder have 2 flat surfaces, boys and girls? Yes, it does. So our answer is cylinder. Number 6, looking for the solid shape that has 8 vertices. Remember, my vertices are where those flat surfaces come together to make that point. Looking for the one that has 8 vertices. Looking at all 4 choices. Which one has 8 vertices? 8 vertices. I want you to shout out your answer. I hope that you said cube are 8 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that last eighth one we cannot see. Cube is our answer. Number 7, looking for which solid shape has 6 flat surfaces. Look at the 4 choices and take a minute to think which one is going to have 6 flat surfaces. I hope that you said the cube. Cube is my answer again. Counting those surfaces, we have 1, on the other side 2, on this side 3, on the other side 4, on the top 5, and underneath would be 6 flat surfaces. Number 8, looking for which solid figure has only 1 flat surface. Look at the 4 choices and find the solid figure that has 1 flat surface. When you're ready, shout out your answer. I hope that you said cone. Cone is the only one that has 1 flat surface on the bottom. Some word problems for us. It says that Joan collects things that have no vertices. She found a marble and a pencil box. Which will she put in her collection? So let's break that problem down. She collects things that have no vertices. So looking at the 2 items that she has a marble as well as a pencil box, and I included those pictures for you to see. Which one does she put in her collection? Does a marble have no vertices? Or does a pencil box have no vertices? Well, a marble looks like what solid shape, boys and girls? It looks like a sphere. A pencil box looks like what solid shape? It looks like a rectangular prism. So which solid shape has no vertices? A marble or a pencil box? Shout out your answer. I hope that you said marble. Marble is our answer. Number 11, Fumi has a solid figure that has 2 flat surfaces. It has no vertices. What solid figure is it? Now I included some of our shapes here at the top to kind of help you think about the solid shapes we know. We're looking for which solid shape has 2 flat surfaces, and also no vertices. Does a cube only have 2 flat surfaces? Nope. So I can cross that out. Does a sphere have 2 flat surfaces? No, it does not. Does a cone have 2 flat surfaces? No, it only has 1. And we have our cylinder. Does a cylinder have 2 flat surfaces, boys and girls? Yes, it does. Does it also have no vertices? Yes, it does. So what solid figure is it? It is a cylinder. And our last question for today is question number 12. It says, which object can roll? So in our video, it talked about 3 solid figures that can roll. They said that a sphere can roll, they said a cone can roll, and a cylinder can roll. So look at the 4 choices. We have an eraser, a can of peaches, a book, and a block. We know that an eraser is similar to a rectangular prism. We know that that the can of peaches is similar to a cylinder. Our book is like a rectangular prism, and our block is like a cube. So looking at these 4 objects, which object can roll? Shout out your answer. I hope that you selected B, the can of peaches. That's it for today, boys and girls. I hope that you found this lesson helpful. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to reach out, and I will see you next time.